Welcome back to Q Outside with our barbecue series. Today I'm doing a vegetarian dish because we often have people coming to our barbecues and of course it's all meat heavy with a few salads, so this is actually a bit more substantial. I'm making an onion and courgette fritters based on sort of the onion bhaji type of recipe if you've been to an Indian restaurant. So what I want to do first is chop a couple of cloves of garlic because we need to have a bit of garlic in there. Again, if you didn't like the garlic you could leave it out. So give it a good whack with your knife. Remove the outside husk. Now you could crush this down, but just giving it a slice finely is fine, just so there's those nice pieces of garlic through it. So this actually involves us making a wee bit of a batter. And we're using pea flour, which is what they use when they make the onion bhaji. So there's my garlic has gone in. To that I'm adding some turmeric, and turmeric is not going to add any heat at all, it's just going to add some colour. In goes a teaspoon of some chilli paste, and there's my pea flour, so it's quite a bright yellow colour. So that's a cup of pea flour going in, and then we need some water to whisk that to a smooth batter. So just adding a wee bit to start off. Because if we add too much, then we don't want it too runny. So you can see straight away that colour from the turmeric, and you can see the flecks of chilli from the chilli paste. So we'll just remove our whisk. I just need to grab a spoon from the side of the kitchen, which I've got. Into that is going to go my onions. It's half an onion, which I've pre-sliced, just sliced thinly. And then I've got some spring onions. Quite a few, there's about 8 spring onions there, sliced thinly. We want to add some coriander. So we just want to roughly chop our coriander. And goes our coriander, and then lastly a couple of courgettes, just top and tail them, and then I'm just going to grate them. Now this is quite a fine grate on here. You could do it much thicker, just depends on what you want. But remember, these microplanes are very sharp, so you just want to watch your fingers. You don't want to do this ahead of time because they'll then become quite watery. Just remember to move that stuff from the back. That will do us, I think. Right, then we want to mix all those ingredients together. So the batter, as you can see, is just coating those ingredients. So it's not a runny batter as such. Right, so we're going to get some oil onto our barbecue, and on goes our fritters. Now they're also quite a loose fritter in the respect they're not going to, they're going to have all these nice crispy bits of onion sticking out the sides, and the spring onions. That also make a great base for a dish as well, if you were going to serve something on top of them. So as I said, you could make these as a vegetarian option, or even just someone who's actually likes those sorts of ingredients or likes that style of cookery. They could have one of these with their nice bit of chicken or their nice piece of pork that you might be cooking up as part of the barbecue. So as you can see, they cook up reasonably quickly. But with any fritter, whether you're cooking it in a fry pan or on a barbecue, if you're using a good fish slice, just give it a little bit of a press on top. And I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it's actually pressing out some of the batter that's in the centre, because there's nothing about, or nothing nice when you eat a fritter and you go into the centre and it's still a bit gooey and runny because it hasn't completely cooked. So by doing that, it's forcing that batter out and is allowing it to cook more. Now even serving these with some nice sticky rice would be great, again following that vegetarian style, and you might want to serve it with a nice sort of cucumber and yogurt dressing, which goes with a lot of Indian style food. So they colour up nicely, but they still retain that really nice green feel about them, if you can sort of pick up that green colour with the fritters. So that's all there is to them. So as I said, they're not too difficult. So let's just plate these ones up. So if you imagine your vegetarian friends coming round for the barbecue, and there you would have it, your wonderful courgette and onion fritters.